Hello, friends. This week we're talking about different types of pets. So I want everybody to stop and think for a moment. Do you, or maybe a grandparent, or maybe a friend, have a pet? Let's all stop and think. If you have a dog, raise your hand. I have a dog. Remember, I have a little Chihuahua, and his name is Oliver. If you have, let me think of another pet. If you have a cat, say, meow. Let me hear. If you have a fish or a lizard, give me a thumbs up. If you have a guinea pig, a hamster, or a gerbil, let me see your whiskers. And if you have another pet, let me know. Text me or show me a picture of you with your pet. And at the end of this story, I'm going to grab Oliver. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to grab Oliver and show you Oliver, and he can say hello to everyone. So I found this book, and it's called Daddy, Could I Have an Elephant? And it's by Jack Wolf. And the pictures are by Marilyn Hafner. Does anyone have any concern about this? About a child asking for an elephant as a pet? I'd be nervous if my daughters asked me for an elephant. I'd be really nervous. What would be some of the problems that we could not have an elephant as a pet in our house? Did I hear someone say it's too big? Way too big. Elephants are enormous. All right, let's see how it works out with this story. Take a look at my book. Take a look at my book. Turn the pages nice and slow. Look at pictures as we go. Take a look at my book. Daddy, could I have an elephant? What would your mom or dad say if you asked for an elephant? Whoa. Here's the boy. Looks like he's in Daddy's room trying to wake him up. Let's see what happens. Daddy, said Tony, I need a pet. You do? Said his father. Yes, said Tony. What kind? Said his father. Could I have an elephant? Said Tony. An elephant? Said his father. Where would you keep it? Here in the apartment, said Tony. How would you feed it? And where would it drink? It could drink out of the bathtub, said Tony. We could send it out for some Chinese. So I guess they're planning on doing a food order where they're having delivery. It comes with practice. Eating with chopsticks, that is. Do you think that would be a solution? I don't know about that one. Switch sides. What if it got lonely, said his father. Elephants live in herds, and a herd is several elephants together. Well, we could get another elephant to keep it company, said Tony. And look at, seems like a disaster, doesn't it? 2 elephants at a table, having cake, playing cards, and hanging out. How would we move the elephants up here to the 3rd floor, said his father. Oh, like a piano, said Tony. Pull them up with ropes. Do you think that that would work? Do you think that a huge elephant would fit through a window? And sometimes when people live in an apartment building and they're trying to get a large piece of furniture or a piano, they have to break out the windows to place the piano or the large piece of furniture into the building. And then they have to replace the window. It's like a lot of work. I don't think elephants would fit through the windows, said his father. We could try, said Tony. What if they got stuck, said his father. People would talk about us. What would they say, said Tony. Well, they'd say that family with the elephants sticking out of the windows. Look at everybody looking at them. They would be quite a spectacle. Well, how about a pony, said Tony. A pony could walk up the stairs. And what would you do with it? Said his father. Oh, I'd gallop around the apartment. And I'd jump over the furniture, said Tony. Well, it would leave hoof marks, said his father. A hoof is the foot of a horse or a pony. Look at this disaster. Seems like all of Tony's suggestions are quite a mess. Uh-oh, look at the next suggestion. Patrick, check this out. I don't know whether Nan would mind having one of these pets. I'd like to have a python, said Tony. 20 feet long. Well, where would you keep it? Said his father. Some of it on the sofa, said Tony. And the rest of it could be on the chair. Again, looks like quite a mess. Where do you think that you could keep a snake? In a cage of some sort? We'll have to investigate that. A flock of woolly sheep would be nice, said Tony. They would keep us warm at nighttime. Look at all the sheep laying in bed with them. I don't know whether all those sheep could fit in my bed. Rise and shine, said this sheep. Sheep go bah when you're trying to sleep, said his father. Not if they're asleep too, said Tony. We could give them a definite bedtime. What if they wake up early, said his father. That's what that sheep is doing, waking up early. Gorillas would be nice. They would be fun, said Tony. They could go out the window and climb up and down the sides of the building. And what if they decided to climb into somebody else's window, said his father. Look at that mess. Look at that disruption. Walk. A parrot. A parrot would be a good pet, said Tony. Somebody to talk to. Parrots screech, said his father. Can I hear everybody do a screech? Walk. What about a quiet bird, said Tony. Like a flamingo, and maybe a pelican. Flamingos and pelicans live at beaches. They like the beaches, said his father. We could put sand in my room and a palm tree, flamingos, and pelicans need to be warm, said his father. We could close all the windows and run up the heat, said Tony. Expensive. Too expensive, said his father. I know what, said Tony. What, said his father. We could fill the living room with water. And then, said his father, we could get a dolphin, said Tony, and a baby whale. Both, said his father. Look at this. It's a giant box of water. Oh, no, that's the baby whale. That's the tail of the whale. Look at this disaster. All the kids from school could come over and swim with the dolphin and the baby whale, said Tony. And they could sit in the sand under the palm tree and have a picnic. His father didn't even say anything. I'd make the sandwich, said Tony, and I'd clean up afterwards. Be quite an adventure. And it'd be quite a lot to clean up afterwards, I'll tell you that. Tony and his father were quiet for a while. Maybe we should get something small, said Tony. And what would that be? Said his father. Puppies are small, said Tony. Just what I was thinking, said his father. Puppies are small. Could we get one? Said Tony. Maybe we could take a look this afternoon, said his father. What about this morning? It's possible, said his father. What about now, said Tony. Now's good, said his father. And they went to the door. Let's see what's at the door. And they went to the pet shop. That's where they sell pets. What a good idea. Does it look like the father's happy? Yeah, it looks like he's happy. I think Tony's happy too, because he's getting a pet. May not have worked out with the elephant and some of the other pets that Tony was suggesting, but it worked out to get a puppy. I'm going to bring Oliver over. Shh, he's sleeping. Oliver, say hi to my friends. Say hi. Hi. This is Oliver, and he's about 8 years old. He is my pet. He's a small dog, so he doesn't get any bigger. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night, and think about people that you know that may have pets, and be good. Be safe.